The soul of the Constitution, right to remedies. The Indian Constitution stands as a testament to the nation's commitment to justice and individual liberty. Within its framework, the right to constitutional remedies holds a place of paramount importance. This right, enshrined in Articles 32 and 226, empowers citizens to approach the Supreme Court and High Courts, respectively, seeking enforcement of their fundamental rights. This essay delves into the significance of these articles, highlighting their scope, differences, and the judiciary's role in safeguarding these rights. Article 32, Guardian of Fundamental Rights. At the heart of the right to constitutional remedies lies Article 32. This article empowers the Supreme Court to issue writs for the enforcement of fundamental rights. These writs, including habeas corpus, mandamus, certiorari, prohibition, and quo warranto, act as powerful instruments to protect citizens against any infringement of their fundamental freedoms. Article 32 recognizes the Supreme Court as the ultimate guarantor of fundamental rights, highlighting its pivotal role in upholding the Constitution's ideals. The scope of Article 32 extends to any infringement of fundamental rights, whether by the state or private individuals. It allows individuals to directly petition the Supreme Court, ensuring swift and effective redressal of grievances. This direct access to the highest court underscores the significance of fundamental rights and the Constitution's commitment to their protection. Article 226. High Courts as Protectors. Complementing Article 32, Article 226 empowers high courts to issue writs for the enforcement of fundamental rights within their respective jurisdictions. This provision ensures that citizens have access to judicial remedies at both the state and national levels, further strengthening the protection of their rights. High courts play a crucial role in upholding the Constitution's principles and safeguarding individual liberties within their territories. While similar in their objective, Article 226 differs from Article 32 in its scope. Unlike Article 32, which is limited to the enforcement of fundamental rights, Article 226 also allows high courts to issue writs for other purposes. This broader scope reflects the High Court's wider mandate in ensuring justice and upholding the rule of law within their jurisdictions. Ambedkar's vision. Article 32 as the Constitution's cornerstone. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the chief architect of the Indian Constitution, regarded Article 32 as the very soul and heart and soul of the Constitution. He recognized its paramount importance in safeguarding the essence of the Constitution and ensuring that fundamental rights were not merely theoretical concepts, but enforceable guarantees. Ambedkar's vision underscores the centrality of judicial remedies in upholding the Constitution's values and protecting individual liberties. The Indian Constitution, while upholding fundamental rights, also recognizes the need for exceptional measures during emergencies. Article 359 empowers the President to suspend the right to move any court for the enforcement of fundamental rights during a national emergency. This provision, however, is subject to judicial review and the principle of proportionality. The courts retain the power to examine whether the suspension of rights is justified and proportionate to the situation at hand, ensuring that emergency powers are not exercised arbitrarily. The Indian judiciary has played a pivotal role in upholding the right to constitutional remedies. Through landmark judgments, the courts have consistently reaffirmed the importance of Articles 32 and 226, ensuring that these rights remain effective tools for protecting individual liberties. The judiciary's proactive approach has strengthened the Constitution's foundations and contributed significantly to the development of human rights jurisprudence in India. Several landmark cases stand as testaments to the judiciary's commitment to upholding the right to constitutional remedies. In the case of A.K. Gopalan versus State of Madras in 1950, the Supreme Court emphasized that Article 32 is itself a fundamental right and not merely a procedural provision. This landmark judgment solidified the importance of Article 32 and its centrality in safeguarding other fundamental rights. Another significant case, Maneka Gandhi versus Union of India in 1978, further broadened the scope of Article 21, the right to life and personal liberty, and reaffirmed the judiciary's role in protecting the rights of individuals. The court held that any law depriving a person of their liberty must be just, fair, and reasonable. This landmark judgment highlighted the judiciary's commitment to interpreting fundamental rights broadly and ensuring their effective enforcement. Public interest litigation, or PIL, has emerged as a powerful instrument for social change and the enforcement of fundamental rights. This unique feature of the Indian legal system allows any concerned citizen or organization to file a petition on behalf of the underprivileged or marginalized sections of society. PIL has played a transformative role in addressing issues such as environmental protection, prisoners' rights, and the rights of women and children. The emergence of PIL has broadened the scope of access to justice and empowered ordinary citizens to approach the courts for the enforcement of their rights and the rights of others. It has fostered a sense of responsibility and active citizenship, further strengthening the democratic fabric of India. While Articles 32 and 226 provide powerful remedies for the enforcement of fundamental rights, they are not absolute and are subject to certain limitations. These limitations are designed to prevent the misuse of these provisions and ensure a balance between individual rights and the interests of society as a whole. One such limitation is the principle of res judicata, which prevents the relitigation of issues that have already been decided by a court of competent jurisdiction. Additionally, courts may refuse to entertain petitions filed under Articles 32 and 226 if there are alternative remedies available to the petitioner. These limitations ensure that judicial resources are used efficiently and prevent frivolous litigation. The right to constitutional remedies, enshrined in Articles 32 and 226, forms the bedrock of the Indian Constitution's commitment to protecting individual liberties and upholding the rule of law. These provisions empower citizens to seek redressal for any infringement of their fundamental rights, ensuring that these rights are not merely theoretical concepts, but enforceable guarantees. The Indian judiciary, through its proactive role and landmark judgments, has played a pivotal role in safeguarding these rights and strengthening the Constitution's foundations. As India progresses, the right to constitutional remedies will continue to serve as a cornerstone of its democracy, ensuring justice and equality for all.